Merry meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 20th of December, 2023. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Shirley, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Heather. Thank you so much, Shirley. Thank you so much, Heather. And thank you to everybody for joining us today. Today we are reading with this beautiful Keymaster Tarot. And let's purify with this Verveine by Poignée d'Essence. 3 sprays in this nice big room is more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase these products right in the video description of this very video. I'm going to do some shuffling. If you want to fast forward through that, you can use the timestamps right in the video description of this video. This goes out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, just disregard the reading because it may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, and you can find all of those restreams very easily right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure that you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without ads when you subscribe to us there. If you'd like to support our channel, you can give a donation by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're watching on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat if you're live, or a super thanks on a restream. Another way to support the channel is to go to our shop, arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. That's an affiliate store. That means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale there. We do appreciate your support, but mostly what we appreciate is that you're here today for this daily reading for all signs. And today is again the 20th of December 2023. I'm going to shuffle this deck one more time to give us assurance that it's randomized. Let's give it a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today, shall we? We start off with the King of Cups, followed by the Knight of Swords, and then the 3 of Clubs, or the 3 of Wands. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, the center stage here is this Knight of Swords, and it's something that we want to be aware of, that the Knights represent help and our capacity to receive assistance. But the swords are the kind of help you don't want. So people are all too eager to recruit us into their way of thinking, their way of seeing things. They're people that they don't like. They want you to not like them with them. They want you to show their camaraderie with them by agreeing with them about certain things. And you just need to be on the lookout for your tendency to just say okay and get recruited into conflict that has nothing to do with you, or conflict that, even if it does have something to do with you, that you don't want to participate in. And it's okay to just, you don't have to be mean, but you can respectfully decline their assistance to bring you into conflict, right? Because remember, the court cards really aren't about them, they're about you. So the Knights, even though they represent help and assistance and all of that, it's your ability to receive that assistance. And with this particular Knight, you don't want their assistance. It's the assistance that you want to say thanks but no thanks to. Now the King of Cups is you, and that's you as a spiritual master. And this has been going on for a while now. Your spiritual mastery has been going on a while now. Does that mean you never make a mistake? Of course not. Does that mean that you're perfect? No. But it does mean that, you've been doing this for a while. You can acknowledge the fact that you have some expertise and that you know what's what. And you don't have to constantly wonder if you're on the right path, because you are. You are on the right path. You don't need to always, it's good to question yourself, of course, but you don't want to be questioning yourself from the point of view of not having that certainty that your experience and that the things that you've built for yourself, especially internally built for yourself, are real. and they're yours, and they're wonderful. And not only that, you don't probably realize the extent to which you are an inspiration to other people, and how many people take their cue from you, and they look to you. A lot of times we don't think anybody looks to us. We just think that we're, operating in a vacuum. But it's very clear here that that's not true for you, and that people really look up to you, and they may never say it to you. You may never even know the kind of people that you're influencing. So it behooves you to stay true to all of the principles that you already hold dear, and not always question whether you know what you're talking about, or whether you're on the right path. Of course it's good to, like I said, of course it's good to question. Of course it's good to always be humble. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about recognizing that you are a valid, and valid isn't the right word. You're an awesome and intense spiritual force, and that people look to you, and that you do have kind of a responsibility to stay true to yourself. So don't get roped into nonsense. Now, after you say no to the nonsense, what's waiting for you on the other side of saying no to that, whatever that is that's going on right, and it's probably going on right now for most of you. If not, it's coming. What's waiting for you is the success that you've been working on. Now the wands here, the Three of Wands represent your work in the world, things that you're passionate about. Oftentimes it's your job or career, but it can be also creative pursuits or whatever is interesting to you, that's work in the world. These things are starting to really manifest for you. These things are really starting to show fruits of your labor. And a lot of that labor has been internal. So don't let whatever this is upset that, or delay it even more. You don't want to get roped into anybody's stuff. You don't want to get, and especially around the holidays, this happens. People want you to take sides and stuff like that. Don't do it. Just don't. Just even if it seems to cause a rift, and it's easier just to agree with them, don't let yourself do that, because like I said, everybody else is watching you, and there are people that really depend on you to do the right thing no matter what. And you don't even know who those people are. And I know it's not your responsibility. You don't want to, I'm not saying that you're responsible for other people's well-being, or for other people's path in life, but you are responsible for setting the example, right? And you don't really realize what kind of an effect that you're having on people. And it's a really positive effect. So let's just be aware of that. You've got a 10 of Cups. Wow, that's nice. Happily ever after for you. 7 of Coins, a total financial turnaround, and the King of Coins, and more mastery. So you've got mastery up the wazoo. You've got mastery on the spiritual plane, and then you're coming into mastery on the physical plane. Right? So no wonder people look up to you. And this Knight of Swords is that part of you that goes, well, maybe I'm not that important. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. And that's exactly when people like to come in and hook you. So don't do that to yourself. Yes, you do know. You can't fool me. You're a master. You may be able to fool yourself, but you can't fool the cards. You know exactly what's right. You know exactly what you want, and you know exactly how to get it. So don't fool yourself, and don't let anybody else fool you either. You are a dynamo. You are a force to be reckoned with here. Now, the 7 of Coins is right on top of this. So let's take this into the ego perspective for a second. The reason why you're probably a little bit vulnerable to other people's influence today is because the ego does want you distracted. Because right now you are turning things around. Things really are working out for you, and you really are finding mastery. You really are finding those parts of yourself that maybe have been so elusive your whole life, to have a stability, have a success in this world, to feel comfortable, to feel safe, to have money work for you, to have your spiritual life work for you, to have balance in your life, to have meaningful work in your life. All of those things are happening for you. So no wonder that ego mind is saying, I wonder who around here might rope them into something gross to distract them from all of this, right? So it's really not this other person, like I say, or these other people that we're focusing on. We're focusing on that part of the mind that's kind of out there looking for a way to distract you from all your success, from all of your mastery, because usually the first thing that the ego will try to do is to convince you that you're not all that you don't have the success, that things aren't working out for you. Who are you to say, that things are working out for you? But that doesn't appear to be working. You appear to, regardless of if that's been a theme for you, that you're questioning yourself to your own detriment, it doesn't seem to be working for you. You seem to be rising above whatever it is and doing really, really well. So then the ego tries the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And today on the menu is, I wonder who can rope them into something. I wonder where we can get someone to just recruit them into taking sides or being all up in their drama. What distraction can we have? Very frequently, and I'm not saying this is true for you, but very frequently around the holidays, these are family members. Because usually that's our biggest weakness, is our family members. That's where the ego finds our vulnerability. And so, but if not family members, then somebody else or other people in general. So just be aware of it. And I don't think you're going to get roped into it because things look too great for you. But there is that possible delay, right? So there's no trump cards in this reading. That means this is all you. This is all you. So you should be proud of yourself. You should really be proud of yourself. Just take a minute today, if you could, and maybe take an inventory and say, well, how far have I come? Because we don't do that for ourselves enough. How far have I come? How much better off am I as a spiritual being than I was maybe a year or two ago? How much better off am I, not necessarily with with what I have financially, because it looks like that's already in the midst of a turnaround, but how much better am I just feeling comfortable about my financial situation than I was maybe a year ago? How much better are things for me in regards to my work in the world than they were a year ago? For many of you, a lot better. Why? Because you decided to fix it, to change that, to go for it, to make your life better. And all of that self-improvement that you've been doing, it's working. Ego hates that. It's the constant push-pull of this universe. For as long as we have an ego mind, the ego is going to hate that. And it's going to come in, and if cynicism doesn't work, if self-doubt doesn't work, if fear doesn't work, it'll try something else. So just be aware of its little attempt or big attempt today is to get you to fall into somebody else's drama, because you can't seem to create the drama as well for yourself as it would like for you. So it's going to want you to get up and involved in somebody else's drama. Try to avoid taking the bait. You can support these people lovingly. You don't have to be mean or rude or anything, but you don't have to take the bait. You can say thanks but no thanks and move on. And still love them and still support them, but you don't have to get up in their story. And they'll, if they don't get what they want from you, they'll get bored with you and move on to somebody else. So it's not going to be a big deal. You're doing so well. You're doing so well today. I'm very proud of you. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back for another general reading tomorrow. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Heather and Shirley, and we'll see you tomorrow. Blessed be.